Riley now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. From the gun, Jackson finds his target, Montgomery. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that runs him down, and my goodness, that will be a huge loss on the play. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Jackson. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme. Yeah,
didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Handoff comes to Cook. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run it in with Murray. He spins free, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Bingo. The hook. 180. Yellow. Ready, send there. Yellow.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Yellow.
Following the interception, Cousins. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you said, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His throw incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 63 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He was looking for Crabtree that time. Throwing here, Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over them. And got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, flipper!
Here's Cousins. Got some real estate inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Jackson from the shotgun. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.